Hi, 1L. It's Mr. Mom here, and it's art time. Okay, so for today's VL lesson, what you're gonna do is one more Easter activity. Because next week I won't see you guys. You will have an Easter break holiday. What we're going to do today, you can use it to decorate your home for Easter if you'd like to. You can impress your parents with your art creation, okay, or any guests that might visit you during that time. So if you notice in your envelope, I would have given you a return an envelope to you or a plastic bag with some of the items here. What you'll need is the A4 paper that I've given you. You'll have two pictures, one of an Easter chick and one of an Easter bunny. Then you'll also have a big rectangular piece of color, and on the other side it's white. So one side has color and the other side is white. Then you're going to have some other small pieces similar to that with three other different colors that you're going to use to decorate, okay? So and what you will need, you'll need scissors. You'll need, I'm using a marker, but it's okay for you to use a pencil. I'm using marker so it's easier for you to see in the video. And then also the last thing I need some glue. Okay, so what we're going to do, and of course you need some colors. It could be wax crayon, color pencils, markers, or you can even use them all together. That's for decorating your artwork at the end. So what we're going to first start off with is with the blank sheet of paper here. So, well, we're going to start off by putting it in front of us, and we're going to put it sideways. You can always cut this off if you want to. What I'm going to do is I've given you two for you to pick. You can choose one or the other, or if you want, you can use both of them. I'm just going to use one, and I think I'm going to use the Easter chick this time. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the Easter chick, your scissors, and you're just going to cut your Easter chick out. Now you don't have to cut very, very carefully. So I'm just going to do what I call kind of a loose cut, so it's a little bit faster. I'm going to leave some of the white paper inside, but not too much. But I'm not going to go very, very close to the image, to the drawing. So it's okay. You can see I'm leaving some areas here that are white, like here at the bottom. That's okay. But not very big. And what I mean by very big is don't cut like this. If you cut it like this, then that's too much big space there. So what we're gonna do is, again, just kind of a little bit loose, just kind of go around the shape. You don't have to go into detail. You can see I'm just going around the top feather part that makes up his hair. And then just kind of go around it like this. So just loose cut. A loose cut around it. Doesn't have to be very detailed. And also just be careful. Don't cut yourself. Anytime you have any sharp objects you're using. So this is what I've got. So I've cut it just generally very loose around it. Doesn't have to be. If you want to cut it very close, that's okay too. Okay, and of course take this and you can recycle that. Now what we're going to do with this is I'm going to put this near the middle, but it can go down a little bit from the middle. So you find where the middle is on your paper. So let me see. If I was going to do the middle, I would say my middle is probably going to be somewhere around here. So I use a pencil, and it's hard for you to see. So I'll show you by pen. So there, I marked my middle of the paper, but it's okay to go down a little bit down. So I'm going to mark it again. So I'm going to say, I'm just marking. You don't have to do this. This is just for you to see. So this is the middle, and I'm just going to go down the middle just a little bit to this point here. That's where I'm going to stick my character at. Okay. So now I'm going to take my character here, and I'm going to take the glue stick. I can open it. Put glue on the back of it. It's better to put on the back of the character instead of on the paper, because then you might have little bits of glue sticking out, and that will make everything very sticky for you. Okay, so I've glued that, and now I'm looking at where I marked it here. So I don't want it doesn't need to be exactly at the middle at the top like this. I'm going to move it down just a little bit, So it's at the middle, but a little bit lower. And so there's where my little Easter character is. Okay, right there. That's all I needed to do. Okay, now we're done with this part. Now we're going to go to your big foam piece that looks like this. We're going to create a big Easter egg that can cover up, that's going to be big enough for your character to be inside. Okay, so to do this is, now you don't need the glue anymore. You don't need your glue. You can put your glue away. So I'm going to put it to the side. Now, remember I said there's a color side and a white side. What we're going to do here is we're going to draw the Easter egg here. Now, I normally would use a pencil, but it's hard for you to see, so I'm going to use a pen for you to see. So you can still use a pencil because you'll be able to see yours fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of draw an egg here. So remember what an egg looked like is one tip of the egg is going to be very narrow and the other side is going to be really wide. Okay, so the way an egg looks. So first, let me angle this down. So I'm going to start first by doing a kind of going around the corner like this. So I'm making a narrow side here. Okay, a narrow side. So this is going to be the sharp, the narrow, the pointy side. So I've done that. And then down here, it's going to be the wide side. So this part's going to be a lot wider than the top part. Okay, so here, I'll show you what I've done. So I've done something that looks like this, right? So then now we're just going to connect them together. So I'm connecting the points together. And once I connect it together, it looks like this. So I have this now. Now, this is a little bit square for me, so I don't like that. I want to make it more round, so I'm just going to go to that same area, and I'm just going to kind of curve it a little bit more. Just curve it a little bit more like this. Okay, so now what I have, let me get the camera up. So now what I have is I have my egg that looks like this, that fits on the white side. You'll need your scissors again, and we're going to cut this out. So I'm going to cut that out very quickly. You can take your time to cut it. So I'm cutting out my egg shape like this. Okay, now if you make any mistakes in the cut, you can just always go back. So I have this little piece. Again, I can save this, I can reuse this. There's something that's really special about this paper. Okay, it's very foamy right now, like a rubber. But I'll put it to the side, and then I'm going to have my egg, my colored egg. I'm going to go back to the back here, and I'm going to draw, because I know now this egg is big enough to cover up my character. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the egg, because a character is going to come out of this egg. And I'm going to draw a zigzag line. Don't make very small zigzag, because you have to cut this. So make very wide zigzag lines, and it will make things a lot easier for you if you make wide zigzag lines. So you can go big wide zigzags like this. This will be a lot easier for you to cut. If you make very tiny zigzag, it's going to be hard for you to cut. Take your scissors and try to cut into it like that, you know. All right, so now I'll take my scissors again. Now I'm going to crack my egg with my scissors. So I cut here. I cut, zigzag, I'll take it out, cut again, and I cut here again, up and down, that's the way the zigzags go. And now look, I finished, and look, I've cracked my egg. Okay, here's the cool part about this. Whoop, I dropped part of my egg. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom part and the top part. I'm going to take the bottom part first. What's special about this foam paper is the fact that this white part, you can peel it off. And this is a sticker. There's adhesive here that will help you to stick to the paper. So you don't need to use glue anymore. But always remember, do your cutting and your drawing first. Only take the white part off when you're ready to stick it. Otherwise, if you take the white part, the white paper off here, then you can't cut the foam because the foam's going to stick to your scissors. So always leave the white part on first. Do everything you need to do, and then peel it off when you're ready. So I'm going to peel it off because I'm ready. Now it's really sticky. I'll show you how sticky it is. I'm going to put my finger here. And look at that. It's so sticky. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my picture. And I'm going to put this at the bottom. This is where he's this is where he's coming out of. So I'm going to stick it on here like this. Do you see that? So then I can pat it down, and it won't come out now. Now he's stuck inside the egg. Now, I think I did a little bit of a mistake, so I'm going to see if I can pull it off carefully. Yes, I can pull it off carefully because I don't like the angle of the egg. So oh look at that! Look at that! He's trying to pull my Easter chick off because it's sticky. So I'm going to have to hold it down. I need to do some surgery here. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's still trying to get. All right, almost, and yes. Okay, I was able to take it back off. So be careful. All right, so I'm going to be more careful this time. I need to plan where I want to put it. I want it to kind of cover him, like he's popping out of it, and not to angle. I almost feel like I did the same thing I did before. I'm okay with it now. All right, so there it is. That's the bottom piece. Now we're going to take the top piece. We know it's going to go up here. Like it's popped out. He's cracked the egg. He's coming out to say Happy Easter. So what you can do here, I'm ready with this one, so I'm going to take this one out. Okay, you can get rid of that. Then I'm going to stick this on the top here. So where will it go? Where will it go? Oh, let me see here. Let me have a nice look at it. I want it to maybe break off around this side like this. Just like that. Okay? And there you go. There's your chick. And your Easter. Now the next thing that you should always do, I always remember Mr. Mom likes to sign his artwork. Okay? So it's always nice to sign your artwork. So I'd like to sign it. You could do it at the bottom or something. I'm just going to write in here, Mr. Mom. And then I'm going to write my class. I'm going to say I'm in year 25. Okay? That's my class. I'm year 25 because I'm so old. Okay? So I've written that in the corner like this. You can see it? All right? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take these little pieces now and we're going to decorate the egg. Okay, so we can take the little pieces and you can draw shapes on here first. So again, I'll draw a shape. Let's see, I'll draw a shape of a heart. I might draw several shapes of heart. Maybe one more heart. Maybe a circle. Okay. So I've got all these shapes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these shapes out. So I'm cutting this out. Okay, so I cut out the shape of my heart like this. I'm going to peel this off, the little white sticky part. Then I'm going to stick it onto my egg. Just like that. I have other pieces I can do as well. Let's see, I drew a circle here, so I'll do the same thing. So I did circle, pull it out, pull the white part out, and stick it onto the egg. Or maybe I'll stick it on the top side of the egg this time. Okay, so I can continue on and cut more pink pieces out. This is why, like, you have this orange piece, but you really use this piece again that you cut the egg out because the egg is already orange. But I could do something else with it that I can show you. I could put it maybe in the background. I could turn it into the sun maybe if I wanted to. Or anything that could be orange. Or I could put it on top of this other decoration again. And I'll show you that in just a second. So again, I did another heart. And I'll stick that over here. What I was going to say is, like, if I wanted to, I could take just a little piece of this or cut a small circle. Maybe cut a little circle here, or a little square, something rounded if I can make it. Okay, so something like this. Cut the ends off. So I have something really tiny here, like this, like that. And what I'm going to do is I can use that and put it on top of like another shape, like this. So do you see what I've done here? I put that orange on top of that one. So you could do something like that if you wanted to, or I could take that one off and I could put it on top of the heart, like that. So I see what I did. Okay, so you have all these other colors, so it's the same thing. You can, on the back of them, draw your shape again. So I'll draw another heart here. I'll draw a circle here. Even if I want to, I might even be able to do a triangle if I want to put some triangles on there. So I've done these 3 shapes, and I'll cut these out. I might not cut all of them out, but I think you understand what you're going to do with these little pieces now. They're just there for decorating your egg and decorating any other part of your Easter picture drawing that you want to. So just try to make it not too big, okay? Because if it covers most of the eggs, then it kind of then you can't see the egg. So don't make them too big. Make them good, nice sizes. So I'm gonna put the heart up here. I'll cut out the triangle. Okay, so I did a triangle here. Okay, and pull the back sticker white paper off of the back so I can stick it. And maybe I'll put that one down here. Move your colors around. So I'll cut another one. This is going to be the last piece that I'm going to cut for now, because I think you understand what I want you to do, and that's it. This is all. This is you're almost finished. You're almost finished with your Easter break picture. It's not quite a picture yet. Okay. So what we have after I've done all that sticking, I've got something like this, right? So you can add more stuff in here. So I'll show you another one that I did in my other class with the other students. So I did this one as well. So this is what your colors are for, to decorate your background. But you can also use the leftover sticky foam to put into the background as well. So you got something that looks like this. Here's some from a student. Okay, you can do something like this. I really like the way Ian colored in the background here, so this looks fantastic. You can do something like this, okay, or something like this. Very simple. Or like Eunice, you could do something like this. Okay, so I think you understand what you're supposed to do. Please have fun with it. Be careful when you're using scissors. Be creative, make it colorful, and I won't see you next week, so I really hope you guys have a wonderful Easter break and be safe, okay? I want to see you guys all back when we come back, and hopefully we can then have face-to-face class, because I miss you guys. Okay, so that's it for Mr. Moe. I'll talk to you later, or hopefully I'll see you later. Bye-bye, everyone.